I guess go around the group. Everyone introduce themselves and what you're for. Hopefully, problems they got. We already talked about some of your quite and anything they're looking to get out of it and work on, try to get fixed. Trailer loading, we're gonna get talking about that because she's got a partner there develop some trailer loading. You don't want to do it, so start with Lisa.
Good morning. My name is Lisa, and this is TikTok. We've been around the block a few times with this stuff, and had the last 3 or 4 years pretty much been idle, sitting in the pasture because life gets in the way. So, want to come back and refresh and tune up, and hopefully not embarrass myself too badly.
Well, I hope I don't embarrass myself out there.
And the one that's screaming over there is my other one. So.
Oh, that's right. You had one that
tried to
didn't want to be away from one, and
the paint was one. The one that's the insecure one. She's usually pretty good. But.
All right.
I'm Amanda. This is Gunner. I'm here to learn as much as I can. I feel like even if you just listening to other people and you're like, oh, I didn't realize I do that too. But I am having trouble with trailer loading as well. He will get in, and sometimes it takes a couple of minutes. Sometimes it takes pressure from behind from my husband, but he's very hesitant. I'm not sure why. So,
yeah, I mean it's a tiny little box. Because again, in their eyes, they don't know if they're at fault before or the walls are going to cave in. It's just they get claustrophobic. Okay, so like if you're on the trail, right, and you get on a narrow path, and it gets narrow there, and there's tree branches and stuff around, well, they can wig out there too, like donkey here has before, because they feel like it's closing in on them. It's the same thing with a trailer. So it's not that they're doing anything wrong, it's that self-preservation kicking in, and they just think, like, I gotta run away from this. That's all it really is. It's getting them to accept it, because in their mind they're always doing the right thing.
Yeah.
But it's always the right thing for them. It's not the right thing for us.
Right.
I mean, this guy, when I first got him, was nuts. I mean, he's sleeping right now, but I mean, God, he couldn't stand still for 12 seconds. I mean, he was like a horse, and he would just run all over me, and he'd take his head and he'd try to hit you with it. And of course, if you hold a lead rope like that's what gets you into trouble. And keeping them to stand away from you and having that, well, that's leverage, right? So, and that did not happen overnight. That took a long time, but that's the key. And having this tight, because as loose as it was, it's just moving around. So these knots are there for a reason. That's pressure points. That's why he feels it. It's with very, like hey, that's where you want it. I'm gonna put it. See, sleeping. But so if it's loose like that, it's really ineffective. A lot of like halters.
I got some rope ones if you want me to put
No, you're good with that.
I just like being able to flip and let them,
But not these leather ones, but the other ones like you get at the feed store for like $5.
These are fun. It's just fun. It's a fun, comfortable one.
So anyway,
She won't leave.
So
This guy at all. Eve over. Oh, yeah, my girlfriend. I gotta look at her all the time.
don't wide your rope like that. It's dangerous because you can get your finger in it. if they run off on you,
Well, that's why I don't grab my hand.
just let it drag in the dirt or do it like this. It's just, and you got so much in your hand. It just makes it harder for you.
I'll just like that, and then hold.
Well,
Or hold this in.
I would just hold it like this. Because when we start getting into movements here, you're gonna need all those girls. And standing out is down away from my horse that I. It don't matter if he low less here.
Oh,
It don't matter to me if he wants to move. If he wants to move, that's fine. We'll use that energy in a minute.
I just don't want him pointing his butt at anybody, because he
Well,
does get, he will kick it.
that in a second. But more of it, you're too choked up on that late road. Stand a little further away from it. All right, that's good right there. But see, the closer you are to them like that, the more cagey they get. See, like this guy's okay right there. And when he's behaving, I drop the lead right so that he doesn't feel pressure. A lot of that moving around is they're always feeling pressure. And it doesn't take much. You drop the reins on the neck, and if they move, or not the neck, but their saddle horn or something, right? So you get them. But if they walk off, you pick them up, back them up, put them in that place. Eventually, they get tired of walking off because they know they got to back up to go right back to the spot that they was just at. So it makes more sense to the horse. Same thing with the lead rope. See, now look, he's just standing there and he's cool, but there's no pressure on that lead rope. And drop yours. Yours ain't going nowhere. Well, not all of it, but just like this.
I do that at home.
Well, but so does he stand ground tied?
Usually, yeah. I didn't know if he would hear because it's a lot of stimulation.
Well, there's a lot of stuff going on, but like
Yeah.
if you're just sitting there, like we're just talking, leave it on the ground. When you have it like this, they feel like a little bit of pressure, even if you're moving or something. They feel it swinging. Well, we don't want them to go anywhere, so they don't feel anything. They know that's the parking spot. It just makes sense to the horse.
So I'm Wendy, this is Cash. I've had him for 6 years, and I'm embarrassed to say that I have not really spent a lot of intentional time with him. Handled him, but not real intentional, mindful time with him until this past September. So we are here. I would like to develop that foundation and begin that trust with him and better learn how to speak his language. And that's what we're here.
I'm Patsy. This is Khan. He was born on my property. I have his mom. So he's probably a bit spoiled, and he does well on the trail, other than he does spook, and sometimes badly. He's been having trailer issues where he doesn't want to go on, and that's just been in the last month or so. And he's scared to death of cows. That's why he's not tacked up, because I couldn't get him to stand because he gets distracted. I can't get his attention.
Right. The cows are over there on that side.
Yeah.
That's probably getting him.
Oh yeah,
I didn't even think about
and they
that.
were all at the water trough,
Yeah.
right where my trailer was, and he couldn't get his courage. He's big, but he's a big baby Yui. He's just really a wimp when it comes to being brave. So I'm not sure where to go with that, but he's a good guy. I just need to learn more how
And
to.
how long have you been riding? So did you say 2 years?
Well, he's 12 years old, believe it or not. But early on, I rode him I didn't start him till he was 4 because he's a warm blood. Rode him like 6 till he was 6 or 7.
She can stand over.
And then I kind of had a crash on him, and I decided to go back to, some training.
Yeah.
And then we went through a period of time during the pandemic that I just kind of lost my whole desire. So I would say recently, 3 years I've been trail riding with him, with a group of ladies that have really been patient with him, and
Just his demeanor, I guess.
just that every once in a while he's gonna do something that might react to the other horses, that he might see something and
But he doesn't get aggressive with the other horses.
no, he has kicked out, and so he has to wear the red ribbon of shame, but he hasn't done anything recently. He seems to have he just doesn't do it out of the blue. He has reasons, if you come run up on his back, but he really hasn't kicked recently, so I'm glad about that. So
Steve, this is Skipper, and not my horse, her horse. All of them are her horses. I'm just here to support her. So the only real, well, to learn, you could teach me anything. But the one thing that I've had recently, or up until recently, has been my knee problems.
Okay.
And I just got stirrup turners for my saddle, so
The ones that move.
they're not rotating, they're just turned 90 degrees, and then they're angled slightly inward, so that allows me to ride for more than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm Jennifer. I got this horse when he was 8. He's 21 now. We've done everything. He taught me everything. He is a very hard horse to ride, but he's bomb proof. When I say hard horse to ride, he has the biggest bounces, trots so hard.
Yeah.
That's just the way he is. It's how he's built.
Quarter horse.
He's a quarter horse. And we've done everything. He goes to Halloween on 6th Street. We go to the Fort Worth Parade, the Houston Parade. We've done everything. We've climbed mountains in New Mexico and hung off by our toenails.
Oh, wow.
He can do anything, but he's grumpy. He's grumpy. He knows better. He used to be a roping horse, and so he started shying in the roping box, and the guy sold him to me, and I had a vet look at him. He said, "Oh, he's had an injury in his eye. He's just a little bit blind in one of his eyes," and so he probably shied because he couldn't see out of that eye. If he just loaded him the other way, he probably would have been all right. And the guy regretted selling him to me after that.
Yeah.
Well, then I got that one for free, and I got this one for free. They're my free horses to keep him company, because I was boarding him when I first got him. We got our own property, and then so I needed a companion horse, so I got her. She was about 21, 22 when I got her, and I've had her 4 or 5.
Well, she's found the grass. So she's
Yes,
not
she is a
going
cow.
anywhere.
This guy I only got about 3 or 4 years ago. He came down with EPM. My friend's a lesson barn, and she could not keep him because she was like, it doesn't matter if he's been treated and released or whatever. She goes, there's a liability issue there, so you can take him. And so I took him because he's beautiful. And I've ridden him 3 or 4 times in big groups. He was a competition hunter jumper, and he just got really bored with the lesson program, she thought. Then she went to sell him, and she found out he had EPM. So I treated him. He's gone through a couple of different treatments, and the vet says he's fine. He does not show anything, he's got no symptoms of it.
Yeah.
But he is not the same mentally as he was before. I mean, he was a super learning. Oh, she's doing nothing. I just balled up my thing again, because I would try to keep. I've got stickers. I don't like them in the ground.
Oh, yeah.
I get stickers in here. So I want to be comfortable with him, because I'm so comfortable with these two. I can do anything. I have all the confidence in the world. I've been working with him around the last month and a half or so every morning, and he's comfortable, and he'll walk, and he'll calm down, and he'll be easy. And I've walked him all over the property and left her behind, and he's easy with it. We're in a new place now, so it's all different.
They're used to their fur.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, but I mean, I walk. We got 50 acres, and I walk him way away from her where he can't see her. When He's been fine. He's been playing a call a little bit.
It's a new fight.
Yeah, that.
These guys don't know each other.
But as soon as I get on him in the round pen, he tenses up. He starts looking around, jumping, and I'm like,
Really?
okay, I've got to get off of you now because you're freaking me out.
Is he
Because
bad?
I watch him out in the pasture. He's a bucking
with
fool.
you in there.
I don't ride him enough because I'm afraid of him bucking. Because I see when he bucks. He can buck all day long. He can't get me off.
Yeah.
That big boy, I'm afraid of. I'm afraid because I see what he does out there, and I'm like, if you act like that with me on you, I sent him to a cattle ranch for a month, and they rode him, and he came back perfectly calm, and it took about 2 weeks, and he was right back there.
Well,
Same old.
he got used to working. He had a job.
He's really sweet, but he balled up.
Yeah.
I guess that's what you want to call it.
Well, we'll see
So
what
I
we
need
can do.
confidence. He needs confidence. These guys, Steve just would like a little experience. This is our first clinic. I've never gone to a clinic before.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know what clinics were, especially growing up in rural East Texas in the middle of nowhere. That wasn't a thing, right? Did whatever Papa said to do. Did that, and that was all.
Right. That's I just learned by sitting on it. Nobody.
So,
And I probably do everything wrong.
and my first clinic was a Buckland clinic, and I went to several, and that's where I learned how to do some of this stuff right here. You know, because I was like you guys. I had a horse that was wound up and, things like that. And it was too much for me to deal with. And I didn't know enough to deal with. So I had to learn the hard way, like multiple times. She thrown into some barbed wire and stepped on and everything else. So
I've only been thrown once, and it was just last year. And it was in the sand like this. And it was because he was bareback and was running around, and I just slipped right off of him.
no, I won't ride this one bareback. Tried it once. I hit the dirt really good. I was doing it bridleless too because I thought.
Yeah, I was bridleless.
I
I
thought
had
he
an
was-
halter and a lead line.
I
and
thought
that's
he was
it.
ready. I had a neck rope, and that was it.
Yeah, dude.
And I was out. I was just
No,
out
no
here.
noses, no noses. I don't let them do that because
Yeah.
not worrying about communicable things, but they paw and
Yeah.
they'll suddenly scream and paw each other. Oh,
All right. So I guess we'll start, since we're all on the ground, is like basic ground with movement. A lot of it's what's going to help a lot of these guys is backing up, right? And it may seem ugly at first, and it may not get better this weekend. But if you do it a lot, you can wake up. You get it. Wake up. Where you just pitch on the rope, wake up. They'll go back. So it's not gonna, and even that one, because he's getting lazy, it's not gonna be like that at first, right? This is 6th idea. Doing that, I had a problem with drilling because I'm a perfectionist. In my mind, I want it to be perfect, right? So I would overwork them. And Pat got on to me about this years ago, and he's like, stop drilling your horse. And he even told me when he was out here last time, he said, he called me after he got back to California. When he said, horse partner, you just need to ride him like I ride Chinakler. You don't need to train him anymore. So just quit with the. I said, I'm proud of you quit that drilling nonsense that you used to do over and over. You just stop training. Just ride. And those little things that you want perfect will get form perfect. Don't put talk. So that's the whole deal. So we'll start with Lisa with Kishi's ridden with Ray and who else you?
Primarily Buck and Ray and the gentleman by the name of D.
Okay, yeah, I know.
Kip Flatbutt.
I know him too.
He's the one that started her.
Really?
Yeah. He's the one that called me, but
Oh, that's cool.
didn't mention she was a Palomino. But anyway,
Is there a reputation Palominos have?
No, I was just
Oh,
my favorite horse is a solid bay, no white.
So
Never buy a horse on color.
that's the place we always thought though.
Rather than this will be good because we haven't done this.
Well, she got that.
Yeah, and she knew what she was supposed to do. So she was working.
Where you can just pitch on the row, you stand in the same spot. Did you listen?
Yeah, and I think when she's tuned, I just gets there. So
Well,
no, yeah.
start practice.
So that'll be a
Home, yeah, just start practicing at home. Don't walk with her. She'll do it.
Yeah.
Your right has to come up more on the genius car, man. And a lot of times, this guy, I can just see the world, so I can just.
Right. Yeah. That's very cool.
You know how to do this. Come on, for it. All right.
you know it that way. That's the only way you know it. That's the only way you know it.
Too much pressure, though.
Too much.
Yeah, I mean, you're doing too well.
Okay.
I mean, you're getting it done. I mean, she's got he or she, I can't. But okay, him. I don't want to get gender roles confused.
Oh no, he will get it.
No. No, these days.
He's a bae.
They no, but just like try it a little less. Because I guarantee you he'll do it. There you go. See? You're not doing it as much. Yeah, part of this is making it easier on us as people, right? Don't walk still him though. See if he'll do it, but you sitting still. And it don't matter if you got to overbalance. Down toward it. There you go. All right, stop. He did it. But you see how easy that is? And it will get lighter if you practice that. It will get lighter through the years, you know, through the months. And probably 2 months, you'll back up. He'll start maybe looking like this guy, you know? And then you'll get it to where you can do that without even a halter on him. Because I know he doesn't ever stand in a halter. He's confused. Well, I have a little string that I just tie around him, and I'm lazy, so I don't have to carry a halter out in the pasture. I have a string in my belt loop, and I throw it around his neck. That's the whole Tom Dorrance deal right there. So, he's always halterless. Now, I do time when I saddle just to make him stand tight and patience, and it's just like a traditional thing. But you know, you can get him without anything on his face most of the time, like that. It makes it easy, right? So if you're just like in the trailer and you're trying to back him up, and you need to untie that lead rope, but you need a little more slack. It's nice when you can just do that and the horse will back up for you, right?
Yeah.
It's just part of making our lives easier. And not having the guys like her horse right there, he doesn't want to sit still, and he's kind of nervous. We're going to get to that here in a second.
Would you use a schooling whip to teach him to do that?
No, sir.
Like, would you toss and tick? Because he
can.
moves with the school. I can, like, if I'm walking and I have the whip next to me, he will not cross that whip.
See,
He
I don't
stands
ever
like
use
that.
whips. I'll use
I
a
don't
flat.
whip him. It's pointing.
I know. What is it, like a carrot stick or something like that? Like the Cotton Anderson deal?
Well, sometimes
Stick and
I keep a treat bag and I'll say come and he'll come to my hand.
Don't ever do that. That's what gets this.
Oh, he was like this to begin with. He's actually gotten better since I started doing that.
I don't give treats
No?
at all.
I knew you was going to say that.
I don't give this one treats because he
Yeah.
bites.
I will say.
If you start giving treats, he'll start biting you. So he doesn't get
90%
treats.
of them horse treats you get out of tractor supply and all that is full of so much bad stuff for the animal. A lot of people that overtreat a lot of horses, the thing is that they wind up with founder issues, they wind up colic a lot, they wind up with all kinds of digestive problems, gastro. Well, I'm fairly convinced that those treats are part of it. And but I just don't do it because I did it. I joined the group and they told me not to. I did it for a long time, and sometimes I'd use them as a reward in training, right? And I'd keep some in a shirt pocket, or I'd keep some in my jacket pocket. Well, guess what? They start figuring out, oh, that's where they are, and then they start trying to chew through your shirt. It gets dangerous. So I don't do it. Now, he does get a few treats. He gets, after a ride, we get back, and he knows where I keep him. I always ride him up to the back of the truck. I dump the saddle and everything there. And I'm bridling, put his little neck string on, and then I cut him loose and let him graze out here. Right. When nobody's around. If there's events and stuff, I can't have loose horse because David gets a phone call. Someone rides up and says, whose horse is that? That horse, oh, he ain't going nowhere. There's grass up. And I watch him. I don't just, but
There's cattle guards. Where
he gets, exactly, but sometimes he'll make it this way looking for grass and get too close to the trailer.
Oh.
And so I call him back and I gotta go back that way for us. Don't get us in trouble, right? So that's like his reward. And 3 carrots, and I'll break them up. He'll eat them out of my hand, or he'll eat them off the table or something. But that's it. That's his, I don't go to HEB and get the organic carrots because they're all organic, just carrots. And you can overdo those too, and it creates issues. That's why he only gets the 3.
Yeah.
So let's see how Cash does. He's doing it, but I want you to try it a different way. Because I don't want you to have to move with the horse. I want you to sit there like this. Be able to, with the finger, you're not going to do that today.
Okay.
There you go. There you go. And if he locks up, bump him. If he's moving, just a few steps is good. And just stop. Don't be like a Kevin. Don't drill him. Because I have to tell myself all the time not to do that. It's just in my nature. More lever. There you go. But up and down. But down like this.
Hey, on me, please. On me.
Kind of square up with him. Get in front of him. There you go. There you go. All right, stop. That's the thing, is get in and out quick. Don't overdo it, right?
So a step, just to try, is what we're looking
A
for.
couple steps, right? If he does 3 of them right in a row, and if some of these horses, if they do it, maybe yours, maybe at the first one, release it and let him say, all right, I did good, I did something right. And so he won't be resentful of over asking. So
My biggest thing with him is when he doesn't want to do something, he backs up. So that's a.
But if you get the backup control, that backing up might stop. See, this is all about us telling the horse what to do. More leadery. Kind of stand away from him and look. I don't care if he moves around.
He's gonna follow you.
We're gonna transfer horses. Well, I don't think he's going anywhere, but I'll grab yours and you grab mine. He's on. And you gotta sometimes get a little mean. I mean, don't whip on him or beat him, but see? And he's just one step. That's all I wanted, partners. Move. There. And I forget to do this all the time, but exhale. And I'll walk with this one because he's not getting it. See, he did it. He did it with one finger there for a second. All right, try it again. And you need to do a lot more of this. And get him to come to you. A little closer, partner. There. A lot of that. Because he's moving away from you when you ask, he's moving towards you when you ask. And I mean, it'll take months of it. It's not going to happen today or tomorrow. But that was a big improvement. And look, he's not running around. And part of that is there's no pressure on the leash rope. And I'm not holding it right there. Because it may be a half an ounce of pressure, but that's pressure. He can feel me squeeze that rope. See, look. And the higher you get, the more pressure you're putting on. And I was doing that on purpose, but so now I don't need you sniffing on me too much. I need you kind of away. Pardon me? This way. This way. This flavor. Whoa.
That's a good like the boys down.
I'm gonna get him further away from everybody. And this, you're gonna need to do some of this.
This is my baby. I saw it.
And I gotta be real.
Put in, yeah. I don't have the time to work right. Day after day after day. I don't have the time.
Wake up.
These two, you can put them up and they stay the same course. If I go one day or I don't, tis.
And he's licking his lips. All right, we made a difference. Come on. Plug. Pressure. He stops. Got a little closer than I wanted, so will you back up for me, partner? Back up. Back up. Back up. Or. Yeah. Nope. Don't walk forward. You're gonna have to get firm with him because you haven't been firm enough. And so he knows what to do. He just showed you he knows what to do. You know, partner. One step at a time. There. He's a big boy. He's gonna get better. Come on, partner. So I'm not going to pick on him too much more right now. Let me think about it for a minute. And another thing you got to do, seeing it gets close, it gets too close. This way. Then I need a way to get him off of you. See how he gets left far?
Yeah, I get some
That's dangerous.
Oh, that's.
And you know, he gets nervous, he wants to move his feet, use that energy, keep him moving. But if he gets close, I'm gonna pop him. And he'll get out here. You're gonna need to do a lot of this. Just in a circle. Goal is you don't move, the horse moves. If he wants to trot, let him trot. And then try to slow him down. Wiggle that rope. I didn't say stop, I just said slow down. Right, you can start all you want.
Sure.
There. Good boy. That's what you want. And eventually he'll stop looking out at the crowd. And when he looks out, I drop him. Don't rip his face off, just bump the rope. Now you're getting too close. Slow down. No, I didn't say stop. But you're gonna have to get consistent. A lot of this. And I mean, when I say a lot, I mean a lot. You're moving to, and he still moves into me, and he's going to today. Maybe by tomorrow he won't. But you're gonna have to do this kind of stuff, and I want to change sides. And I'll get my flag here in a minute, because he needs some of that. I didn't say stop, I just said slow down. And when he gets close to you, make sure you have plenty of lead rope. If you can do that, right on the shoulder, and drive that shoulder away from him. No problem. Got it. You know.
Oh, it breaks me out. Now that you don't do that. I don't know how to handle it. I get, yeah. It's that consistency.
There. Try to disengage its hindquarters. He don't like doing that, I guess, right?
I think sometimes, like, I'll try to get him to go. I almost feel like I need to stick with him, but, and he'll do that.
Well, you gotta
So
be.
then you don't have to go in a circle, go swing his body.
Now, what I like, I want him to swing his butt like that, right there. Disengage those hindquarters and shut him down, right? Get up here with me. It's okay to get a little closer on the brake to do that. But you want him to where he'll lead like this. Oh, that's real. That could be a road horse any day. It could.
That's why you have them big old spurs.
Yeah.
Wait,
I don't like these spurs. You know, I just
he did.
put they're
They
there.
get slow, and I put them on, and they act totally different. I don't have to touch them. All they do is see my feet. They go,
That's
"Oh,
part
I'm
of it.
listening today."
That's part of it. You know, a couple of times you get in and out real quick, then they figure out they know if they don't listen to your calf, and they know when your leg turns out what's coming next, right? So eventually they just quit putting up a fight. And you quit putting up a fight, but you're going to be doing that for the next. It could be 6 months, but you got to be really consistent. Without the lead rope on the ground and hold it like it's bored, like about how I am right here, where you still got enough here to slide it through real quick. If you ain't doing nothing at home, you're bored, put down the basket weaving set and do this. Practice handling a rope.
Right.
Because even I don't rope anymore, but even though I don't do it, I still sit out here with my trusty old steer over there and throw rope shots. And since my buddy moved away and we're not practicing roping a soul behind hill, days I don't feel like going and taking a big ride and I want to do some training stuff, we just do roping shots. And then when I'm doing my roping shots, I can use that rope. If we dive, he's fine. Trot around my trusty old cow over there, and do turnarounds and stuff, and not get hung up in my rope. And it gives him a focal point on something else. So it makes the job more fun for this guy, because they need a job. Steve, right? Sir.
No, they only know from the pressure in their nose because that's how I think. I tuck this way and they back right up.
Don't canter it out.
He's the smartest horse I've got. He's backing up now. You wouldn't do it for me, but you'll do it for Steve.
I can remember, I like I told her this morning, there's no time limit on this. I don't have anything else better to do. I don't have a hair appointment later. So as long as it takes. I'm gonna,
That's one step.
you know what I'm gonna do here for a second?
A side pass.
I'm gonna like more, so more of the rope,
I need to.
and then
Did you? If you not use it. And like,
come on, bro. You might have to walk with him at first.
and he laughed. But he out it yesterday because he I didn't watch it.
So you got step there without having to buff him. So just a little bit more of that, but more of that rope, because that rope gives you the pop. It gives you the lift and the leverage.
There's about 40 people he did one. Okay.
Walk towards him while you're doing it. Eventually he'll get it.
Yeah, well, I've been a lot of
You got more whack.
yeah, like
So,
oh, ew, yeah. Or I feel like pasting on it's never like get shit. Because I'm that's why I was trying to get something into
there you go. All right, one step, stop. So if he does it, don't keep doing it.
Okay.
Reward the try. Give him a pet, and let him know that he's not in trouble.
oh no.
Let him think about it for a minute. We'll get back to him. Let's try this one.
Well, I was thinking,
See if she'll do it.
did I have a clan or I'm just trying
Might not. There you go. All right, quit.
sure. But I think
Every one of these horses is watching what we're doing. So they're,
Whether they look like it or not.
when they see it going around, they're like, when they feel it, maybe when it comes to them,
yeah, the bigger the easier. This was a real lively out of my house with that's right. Jack. Well, not
look, that's what's supposed to be a lot of it.
Yeah, I was leaning back and she was like,
It's upright,
Don't let it crowd
a lot of rope.
That's one of the things we're working on.
Oh, and it will get light like this all the time.
so I don't know. I put a bed in there. Now, this works. So
Wait, this
I mean, family worker,
That is a
oh, Billy down home. So near the
right. This one, see,
yeah, is it a
he wants to bait it.
okay?
my uncle Robert had horses.
Yeah.
I was so young. I really wasn't part of that. My mom said, well, they must give it consideration because it's in your blood.
It has to do with these snaps and these
And my
ropes.
family didn't plan on that, but they
so she wouldn't do it unless she would do it as soon as
There's
I took a step forward.
See how light?
high school.
This is a cool
It means ducking.
It's like a area where
September. Absolutely.
Just doing it. I did. It's, like I said, none of this is going to be perfect today. A couple of steps, and we're not going to drill it in their head too much. Try this one again. More rope. Further back.
thing classic.
And then
False fighting. Little did he realize.
try to get lighter with it
Like,
at the same time.
you leave the house in the morning is so just don't go on.
There you go. That was a good step. Keep going.
Just don't think it. You like.
All right, stop. But it happened. That's the goal, is to get it started. Not to get it finished today. We don't have enough time, but to get that started, I wanted everyone here to see that. The difference it will make in your horse. The discipline it will give your horse. Because this is stuff in the bar and stuff when you lead them around and they're pushing you and they're all congregating and conspiring together to try to get over on yes, that will this will be a part that he had, but the puzzle will put an end to it all, and I never have give Will a house. And that's why I do it. So that beat it in the horses' heads, this. If she is filming this, I will put it on my YouTube channel. No one ever watches because I never post anything on it. And I'll give you guys a link and you can go watch it.
Chance to be famous.
And you can see what I'm talking about. And if you don't remember this 3 weeks later, or you're at your barn or your house and you're trying to, what the hell was that crazy man talking about? Well, you can go watch it on the YouTube channel with no subscribers. So you don't have to worry about anyone else seeing it. So we need to get into lateral work. No, you know a lot about lateral work.
That depends on what you're talking about.
Hindquarters.
Hindquarters.
It's where it always started with Buck and Ray.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yielding the horse's hindquarters on the ground. And I'm going to go into detail on this second part, maybe even the first part. It's one of the most important things that you can do and help every one of these horses that tries to run up on you, tries to run off on you. And if you get it good on the ground, it translates to the saddle. So everything you do on the ground makes everything you do in the saddle work better. If you don't do anything on the ground, your rides are going to be like riding a hand grenade with the pin pulled out of it. That's pretty much it. So step this one out over here away from all the other horses because you're going to need more room. And we'll do this with the rest of you guys. Quit choking on that lead rope. You don't need to. It creates a lot of that.
Yes.
That it makes them cagey, makes them feel like you're, if they step off or whatever, I don't care. Just back them up or move them forward or put them back in the same spot. And if he's looking over there, he's just watching that horse poop. Maybe he's got a fetish. I don't know.
Oh,
So,
he does. Sure, he's upset.
but he's gonna want to go smell it in a second. So let's not let him do it. All right.
He's like, we can do that here.
Okay, this stuff is crazy.
Running it, trying
Yeah,
to
that's
You don't have to move fast.
Do you want me to move her around me or
No,
the other side?
Put your on support. Like that. There you go. There you go. That's nice. That's beautiful. That's what I'm talking about. She knows her shit. Other side. So we're gonna do both sides because you gotta work both sides of the horse. And a lot when I do it, I get it to where your left hand up, higher, towards the horn. And you're not having to walk so far back till you get thick. Right about where you are good. And then what we'll do is we'll try to work on getting it to where you're not moving at all.
Okay.
So what you'll do is maybe step a little further back away from the horse. If it moves, I don't do it. And use your lead rope to influence the hindquarters to go outward. There you go. Forward. There. Can almost hit it. But it didn't cross over. You gotta get that hand up real high. Then you go sticky side, sort of like a right? Instead of like a right. It's doing it. There it goes. See the crossover on the leg? That's what you want. That's disengaging the hindquarter. Fine. Let's not drill it. Let's try yours. And it matters, so we need to do both sides. Hand up. Out. Left hand up. Get him away from the truck so he doesn't damage the only thing I've got almost paid on. There, look at that. See, but I know you weren't really asked that yet, but look, he's doing it. And I don't care if he gets speedy, that'll all come down later. That left hand further up, higher, so it can see it in the eye. If he wants to trot, I don't care. You might lift and bump with the rope when he trots off. Well, bring your right hand down. Don't put any energy on the right hand. What I really want is that those hind legs crossing over each other and that hip going out.
Here you go.
It's doing it slowly. Don't talk, but not so much energy on the right hand. See, that's what's causing it too. Is he sees the energy out there? You did it right there. Stop. So you weren't even trying to do it.
No.
You lifted that right hand, and that horse stepped over. So let him. There you go. Less energy. You only bring the energy up if they don't move. There. Now, lift the left hand and kind of bump him when he tries to walk off. That's the next bait. There. See? But lift that left hand. There you go. Now quit right there. Exhale. You want a deep exhale. You want him to hear that because he knows you're let down. There's no pressure. Trying to stop. The alarm clock went off. It's not like I have to go to work. I have to go to work. I have to go to work because he sees pressure. You're not thinking that way because we're humans and we don't think that way.
Right.
Everything with them is body language. They can't talk. I mean, mine speaks Spanish, but I don't speak Spanish, so we still got a language barrier, right?
Yep.
Everything with a horse is what it sees, what it interprets as the threat, pressure, and release of pressure. So body. The way you approach a horse can set you up to fail. But we did it then. Yeah. I've got.
Okay.
If everybody's tired of flapping with you. Yeah. Is it? Lunch him.
Really?
You gotta yeah. There. Get to the other side.
So I need more pressure on the left hand.
Yeah. Now you're pulling back. I don't want you to pull back. Body is the pressure. This only comes into play if you need him. So I'm gonna sit there. I'm not touching it. You just see my intent was the rope. Get it done like that. So my body becomes intent. Not force, but it becomes intent of pressure. Oh, I will reach out and touch it. Come on. Want him.
Yeah.
I said. Probably never had. It's why. But
Yeah.
that will take months. But it's really important.
Yeah.
You want burger. It did care.
And he's a pleaser. He doesn't
Another
understand.
thing you can start working on stuff is one step at a time. It doesn't matter if they do 2 steps.
So, do you want the front feet like
Right now, I want on this horse, because he needs you to work on this, it's you to be able to control 1 foot at a time.
Okay.
Now, he's running off. I don't care. I don't think trying to. I'm not going to control. I would just defend him, and I'd piss him off, and then I don't want to.
big math?
I don't mean, there's already a horse whisperer. I don't want to be the horse torturer. All right, Wendy. Higher on the left hand, though. He's got to see it in his eye. Less pressure on the right. There you go. Look at that. See, he feels your body. He feels your intent. He sees this hand. He sees you stepping into the hip. That's all that horse really needs. Try it again. Somebody got the soundtrack to Frozen, that way we can play it. You know, that's really good. I'm really impressed. It did the other side. All right, slow down now. Walk slower. And try putting the right hand down. And just no right hand at all. All right, that's beautiful. It really is. If you can just keep working on that, and what he'll do is he'll slow down about it. So instead of him getting kind of spunky there and want to go faster, maybe that's how I perceive it, all right? It's how his brain is telling him the amount of pressure that you get. Eventually, what you'll be able to do. It takes quite a while. Just a it's dirt. Yeah. And who started this horse? Do you know?
Yeah.
They did a great job.
No, he was free.
It was free. What?
We inherited him 6 years ago from a friend of my husband
And
in Texas. Some guy needed a boarded board, had nowhere to go, so Shane said, sure, you can board him on my property, but you need to feed him and take care of him. Guy quit coming. Shane had him for a year. He just sat, and then Shane called my husband and said, he needed to
No, that's amazing. I mean, someone did all this before. It just never surfaced until today. Someone taught them. But what no force. But what I want is to be able to, but not have to go that far back. I'm not picking on anybody here about your lead roads,
It's really light.
but they have no.
There's no way. Yeah. That is the one that I normally use.
Not.
But yes, that's on the list to replace that rope.
I'll tell you later where I get mine. I get my stuff from Pirelli. Not that I'm a Pirelli fan, but he has amazing halters and lead rope.
Yeah, this one has 0 weight to it. It was literally one I just had Amazon send it, and
I'll show you mine here in a
I
second.
get it, and I'm like, this is
We don't have any tack stores anymore.
no,
Austin has no tack stores.
no,
Yeah, well,
not
we got
close anyway.
South Texas tack here, but
Yeah, go try to Brennan.
all their
Yeah.
stuff is cheap
Yes, right,
Chinese
South Texas is
crap
Brennan.
though.
Yeah, that's this.
I don't buy anything from anything anywhere local anymore because it's all garbage.
Weatherford.
I'm not driving away.
You gotta order it and wait 2 weeks.
All right, we already did him. Let's try this guy.
No idea what you're getting here.
Yeah,
Like, this is
you need plenty of space. So.
Everywhere, and you can sit on the saddles everywhere. You have a Walmart. I say it seems like a Walmart, but every store has saddles.
oh, it's so no weight to it.
He's doing it slowly. He's getting there. There you go. Stop. If he does one good step,
So
quit.
it's hollow.
Because we're not. I'm trying to just get them to understand what you're asking
Driveway.
and something for you to practice on at home.
Okay. So, is there a certain foot that should cross in front and
Now, if you're going from this side,
Yeah.
that left hind leg should cross over the right. So try it again.
So this is really old.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. So that's what it's.
There you go. Good job. Yeah, let him sit for a second, think about it. And then you'll do it on the right. But you see a difference in this guy right now and how he's standing for you?
yes? He has tried to move in a few times because he likes
Bumping back?
to be right here,
Yeah, you gotta stop.
and
You gotta
I
get that
made him
fixed.
back up
Yeah,
So-
because that's creating that trouble like you had over there
Yeah.
this morning.
because he's all lovey-dovey until something catches attention, and then he don't care where I'm at.
Yeah, this is teaching them to focus on us in a disciplined way, that they know that we mean business, that we are the boss. Like, that's the only way this relationship can work is I'm the master. You know, I'm not going to say slave master relationship because I know people like that and their horses are horrible for it. They may be well behaved, but they're shut down emotionally and all that. What we're trying to do is create like a mutual friendship, partnership, and a team. And that's part of all this. This is like a team building process.
I think any of it.
So try it again on the right here. Shorten that lead rope in your left hand. There you go. There you go. Good job. It doesn't have to look perfect today. I'm not giving out blue ribbons. I just want to see the change, and I want you to experience a change and for you to understand it. And then you'll see, like, he's standing away from you. He's got his head down. He's thinking, but he's not thinking about running. And the gate's open over there. He knows he could run back home if he wanted to, but he's standing quietly for you right now. All right, Steve.
Go ahead and switch sides on me.
Well, if he switches sides, just set him back up. Not a big deal. Hey, go up higher with that left hand, like that. Step towards the hip. There you go. Good job.
You know how to spin the end?
You don't have to. If they're doing it, and I'm watching that horse, it was doing it. You only spin that in if you need to create pressure. Now, if Steve just steps into the hip and he does it, high on that left hand. There you go. He did it. He crossed over. That's what you need to see is the crossover. Now get him further out here. Just lead him further up. Because I can't see and you're getting him too close to those guys and one of them kicks, you're in trouble. Now go on the right side here. All right. Got it. Give me the other side. Oh. Keep going. Okay. And lift that left hand up. There you go. He's doing it. So he ain't taught him to do this before.
Oh, he just got mass training.
But you need to stand further back because you're getting yourself in a dangerous position if that horse decides to, I don't want to take this shit anymore and, runs over you.
Unless a horse for 3-year-olds.
Yeah, but
He's grumping,
it's
but
just
he's
the
not
point I'm trying to make that any horse at any time could do anything.
That's true.
It's just, but the point is later on, you don't have to stand close to them. You don't have to move at all. You can look back there at the hindquarters and they'll move that hindquarters away for you just by looking around. Standing in front of the horse, looking around, and they will move the hindquarters. I'll untie him here in a minute, but I'll show you what. I haven't done it with him in a while, so if he might have forgot, I just don't. Let's try this one out.
She's the one that doesn't like to move. She's just slow and old. I'm calling them to be wrong foot. You're doing it with the wrong foot.
Crossing over though.
Now he was crossing behind a minute ago, but now he's crossing over.
Higher with that left. Don't swing that real foot unless nothing's happening. The step towards the hip. Or towards the hip. There you go. No. See, your intent is what I'm trying to show you guys is your intent is all you really need. The other end of the lead rope doesn't come in. It doesn't come into play until they don't respond. There you go. There you go. Don't wave that right hand at all. Actually lower that right hand. No, oh!
Right hand is.
Oh.
Yeah, the other right.
You're on the right side now.
He's not crossing over.
Just stay on the south.
There you go. Good boy.
There you go. 'Cause your body needs to be here.
There you go.
Your body needs to be about right there.
Feels like he's weak in that right foot. The white one. He's always like weird with.
Body needs to be
Thought it is true.
about right here. Come on, Bart.
His shoulder.
Right here. His shoulder. Stepping towards his head.
There you go. Oh, beautiful.
Like that.
Boy, cross that foot of a good boy. Keep on.
Not so much pressure on your right hand though. Up, but don't.
Yeah, I was yanking him around. I was yanking him pretty good.
So there's no pressure on that hand if you can try it.
I was making him dip into me to spin his back step out. That's what my good boy.
Trying to get it to
Good
where
boy.
we're not having to
Yes,
make them
good
do
boy.
anything.
Good boy. Good boy. Yes,
All right. So
you got it.
we're trying to get it to where we're not making them do anything. Is the point?
Did she do it?
Yeah.
All right. So
But the point I'm trying to make is we're trying to get it down to where we're not making them do anything. We're simply asking them to do it and they will follow through. It's getting the horse to commit and follow through. as light as possible. That's the whole point, is as light as possible. Now, there's some other stuff that we could do. We'll probably do it tomorrow because I kind of want you guys in the saddle a little bit. It's already 10:40, so that'll give us like an hour and 20 minutes before we break for lunch. And we'll take an hour and a half because I want these guys to chill out. No one feels rushed to eat and do what they need to do, go to the bathroom, all that stuff, you know, smoke them if you got them, all that stuff. And then at 1:30 we'll meet up here in front of the arena and we'll ride out. And it doesn't matter which trail. The only one that I can't use right now is the red. I was going to use that one tomorrow because it's got real small up and down exposed roots, but it got washed out real bad in that storm, and there's a bunch of trees and brush down, and it's impassable. So I don't feel like getting in a wreck.
I don't either. Thank you for that. I've always heard to have them yield their hindquarters.
Yeah.
What exactly is the purpose in making sure they do that well?
It's like pushing in the clutch on your tractor.
Okay.
Okay. So it's running off on you. If you can shut down the motor is the hindquarter.
Yes.
So what Pat was talking about,
Yep,
the
yep.
ride a horse, that pick up the reins, that rocks back. Everything with a horse should be done from the hindquarter, not the front. That's
Okay.
the weight is on the front. You get the hindquarters light and engaged, less weight on the front. That way, if you're working a gait, you're working a cow or something, you can move
Okay.
freely. The front's light,
Okay.
and you can place the horse where you need to place it. And it's better for the horse. It brings them into collection. A lot of people believe collection is pulling with two hands and putting a horse in a frame and always having pressure on a bit. No, that is not collection. That is the absolute worst idea of the thought of collection. All right. So the hindquarter is what that's the motor. Everything goes in there. When that horse, when I broke it up, get fried or anything, I mean you can feel it.
Sure.
You know? But if they run off on you, especially on a horse that's green or just hasn't had a lot of training or things like that, or spoon, you know, if you're in a snaffle pit, you're usually two-handed riding. You'll bend them around and put your leg in, and it will disengage that hindquarter so they can't run off on you.
So that's my next question. Will you have time to show us in the saddle the position of where our feet need to be?
Yeah, that was on my lesson plan.
I know Pat did some of that, but
Yeah, he actually really did.
I mean,
He's quite
he
aggressive.
showed us how to reach back, but I'm in my pasture and I'm still watching these videos going, okay, what?
Yeah,
What? Tell me again.
the three positions. So if your foot, I'm going to try to get it to where everyone can see. Come on, Hardy. So, three position. This is to move the four quarters over. Look at that. All right. Of course, I don't need you going too far. This is lateral, like a side pass. All right, you're moving on me. It's like a side pass.
Right where the stirrup falls. Okay.
Now, and this is hindquarters here. See it?
Just
So,
behind the
yeah.
back cinch.
Well, at the back cinch, actually, it'll get to where when you get handy, it'll get light. It'll get here.
Okay.
But some of you guys are gonna have to reach back.
Yes.
This is go.
Okay.
This is go faster.
Yep.
This is go faster.
Right.
And this is four hands. So your foot on a horse that doesn't know, you may have to reach back. You may have to reach up here. But eventually it'll get to where
It's just settled.
and
Okay.
here, you know.
That's where I struggle.
And leg out.
Is knowing first, third, and second when I'm in the saddle. So like where my feet need to be.
It's all between the cinches here.
Okay.
And if he's not listening, go beyond the back cinch.
Okay.
Is that the same technique you would use? Because a lot of times he will do this big scooting thing when he thinks something's like we ride at a forest and people ride bikes. And they'll come running up behind, and all of a sudden he's like going
Like
this
when
way,
you squirt him
know?
in the butt with the water hose.
Well, that exactly. Because
Forward instead
you
of
would
trying to.
use your snaffle bit. So you would use a one ring, and you put your leg in, and you would shut down the hind quarter. It's like pushing in the clutch.
And it's getting your mind to do that because
Yeah, because most
That's not
people, including
that's not your
myself,
first instinct.
Yeah.
many times is to go with two hands and go way high.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a human thing. Across the board, that you have to untrain that from your brain. And your hands need to be low. We'll get into that. I brought my snaffle rig in case I need to ride anyone's horse or anything, but my horse is going to be different because he's going to be in a bridle. He's going to be in a spade bit. So my hand doesn't move much, and my hand is here or like this, you know, like driving a forklift, you know? So I won't be able to pick up on a rein and really show you, but I'll show you on the ground with your horse. So
I'm gonna try and take him over and back.
You need a
let's
friend
do
with
that.
him
And
so
let's take like 10 minutes or so, however long it takes for you to, because he looks like he's pretty calm. If you need any help, you got my phone number, don't you?
Yep, I do.
Call me.